Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Suprabhat. On behalf of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited, we welcome you to the Analysts and Institutional Investors Meet organized to discuss the company's business and outlook post the declaration of the unaudited financial results for first quarter that ended 30th June 2025. I request Shri Satyaprakash Das ji, Company Secretary, to please initiate the proceedings.
Thank you, Bakulji. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Satyaprakash Das, Company Secretary, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all on this Analyst and Institutional Investors Meet of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. Today, our functional directors and senior management team are present here to discuss the company's business and share the performance outlook based upon the recently announced financial results. So it's my pleasure to introduce our esteemed functional directors. Sri R.K. Tyagi, our Chairman and Managing Director. Sri G. Ravishankar, Director of Finance and CFO. Dr. Yatindra Dwivedi, Director of Personnel. Sri Naveen Srivastav, Director of Operations. And Sri B. Pansi Ramamohan, Director of Projects. Before starting the presentation, I would like to request the team to show the corporate presentation, please. Corporate video. Yeah. I would now like to invite our Chairman and Managing Director, Sri R.K. Tyagi, to deliver the opening remark and presentation. Subsequent to that, there will be a Q&A session. So over to you, Chairman, sir.
Good morning, everyone. My colleagues on the dais, all investors, my colleagues, senior colleagues sitting in front rows and in the audience. First of all, I also welcome all the investors who have shown interest in Power Grid's Investors Meet. We are driving energy transition as per the mission of Government of India. We have a huge mission for RE development in India, which requires huge transmission system, and Power Grid is one of the largest transmission system developer in India, and we are committed for achieving the goal of India 500 gigawatt by 2030. 500 gigawatt target cannot be achieved without adequate number of transmission lines and transmission system in India. With this comment, I will give the presentation for quarter 1 FY26. This is a disclaimer. My presentation today covers what Power Grid is today, what asset base and other parameters, project execution, in operation management, how we are performing, how your company is performing in operations, what is the financial strength of Power Grid and other businesses like telecom and consultancy, how they are performing, and what is the future outlook of the company, and in sustainability, CSR and awards, how we have performed. As you know that we are a a flagship power transmission company with the Government of India holding about 51%, foreign investors about 26%, and domestic about 18%. Inter-regional capacity, we have about 101 gigawatt out of total 120 gigawatt inter-regional capacity. Power grid since 93-94 has been rated excellent since day one. We are operating about 84%, which is 101 gigawatt. That means we are integrating power system of India seamlessly, and power transmission or power transfer from one region to another region is seamless. Power generated in Himalayas can be transmitted in southern part of the country, and now RE power mainly concentrated in Rajasthan and Gujarat can be transmitted in northeastern region or in southern region. Our domestic and international credit rating is very good. It is at par with the sovereign rating. We have 5 functional directors, 2 government nominee directors, 3 independent directors, including 1 woman independent director, Shrimati Sajal Jha. We have a huge transmission asset base, about 1,80,000 circuit kilometer, 1,500 transmission lines, 5,71,000 MVA capacity, transformation capacity, and 286 substations. Our system availability is 99.84%. We have large number of HVDC station, 18 numbers, which is one of the highest in the world. One of China may be there, but we are among the top. As far as 765 kV stations are there, it is largest in the world by any country, 69 numbers. We have 199 400 kV and below substations. Then for grid reliability and stability, we have 20 STATCOMs and SVCs, 67 numbers of GIS, and transformers, reactors, and transmission line towers are spread in width and breadth of the country. You go anywhere, power grid transmission line tower will be visible. Then how we are executing various projects. If you see here capex, we have capex in Q1 FY26 is 6,981 crores as compared to 4,615 last year. In commissioning, we have done already commissioning of 2,800 crores as against about 2,400 crores last year. We have target of about 28,000 crores of capex and commissioning of about 22,000 crores. Q2 we have 3,000 crores worth commissioning target, Q3 about 7,000 and Q4 about 8,000 crore. That makes around 22,000 crores. These are some elements which have been commissioned. If you see transformers at Kurnool, Navsari, Khavda 2, Khavda 3. The Khavda 2, Khavda 3, these are very critical stations which were required for evacuation of RE power from Khavda region. So both have been commissioned now. Then Kurnool 3 is also commissioned, which is also for RE power. Then New Navsari, Namsai in NER, and Gangtok in Sikkim, Eastern region. Substations, we have Khavda 2, Khavda 3, Ahmedabad and Dosa substation. Dosa substation has been commissioned in about 8 months from the day one. The foundation stone was laid by me in December 24 and it was commissioned in July 25. So it was around 8 months, which is a record. Earlier we had a record of Seeker which was commissioned in about 9 months. That was also 765 kV by 400 kV substation, and this is also 765 kV by 400 kV station. So this is also a record, not only in India but outside India also. So we have efficient project management and we are committed for timely completion of the project. These are few examples I am showing. And even our Namsai Kathalgudi transmission line under TBCB, that line has been commissioned 5 months before target schedule, which was target schedule was October 25, whereas it has been commissioned in May 25. So we are committed for early execution of the projects or timely completion of the projects. How we have done in the project execution, we have introduced mechanization, especially use of cranes. Mobile tower cranes are being explored. Our team is presently in China exploring the use of mobile tower cranes, how these can be used for expediting tower erections and expediting transmission line project execution. We are using drone for transportation. We are exploring use of drone for transportation of cement bags and other components. And for stringing, we are using drones for pilot stringing. In operations, we have always maintained one of the best parameters in the world. Availability has been more than 99.75. Last year it was 99.82% and so far we have 99.84%, which is one of the best availability or transmission system availability in the world. Trippings per line we have maintained last year 0.27. That means one line trips in almost 4 years, which is also one of the best parameter. And we have been benchmarked in first quadrant, which means low cost and high efficiency. Reliability is more and cost is less. So how we are achieving? We have artificial intelligence based defect detection system. We have online condition monitoring. We have digitized various mechanisms. We have remote operation, and through use of technologies we are able to reduce outage, we are able to reduce failure rates, and we are able to reduce cost of the operation and maintenance. In financials, we have already shared total income. In Q1 it is 11,444, EBITDA about 9,500 crores, profit after tax is 3,600 crores. Our net worth has increased to 96,000 crores and gross fixed assets about 2,92,000 crores. Our debt equity is 58 to 42, 58% loan and 42% equity. These are financial parameters. Transmission charges, consultancy services, telecom, other income, put together it is 11,444, EBITDA 9,527, and profit after tax as shown earlier 3,631. On standalone basis, income is 11,257 crores and EBITDA 9,623. Profit after tax is 3,653. If we see other financial parameters, as the gross fixed asset is 2,92,000. Capital work in progress including advance is about 41,000 crores. We have debt of 1,30,000 crores, net worth of 96,000, earnings per share 3.9 for quarter one. Book value per share is 103 rupees per share. Debt equity 58.42. Return on net worth is 3.76% for Q1. Other financial parameters, we have shown this income for previous periods, then interest on differential tariff, incentive, dividend, and other parameters. These details have been already shared in presentation. Our commercial performance has been good. Billing is 8,434, realization 8,671 crores. Outstanding in Q1 is 3,151 against 5,548 Q1 of last year. In other business, telecom and consultancy, income from telecom has increased from 246 crore to 289 crores, and we have received 58 crore worth orders. Customers added 16 numbers. Backbone availability has been 100% as always. Intra-city network is there in 500 cities. First international ILD link of 10G capacity has been commissioned. The PowerTel, our telecom company, has been felicitated for its role in project of national importance recently. In consultancy, our income is 329 crores in Q1, which includes new business of smart meters, which we got revenue in 25-26 of about 153 crores. New orders, we got 11 numbers, and ongoing orders or projects are about 70. Then we are trying to take project in Kenya, and it is likely to be mature in this month, and we are likely to sign agreement with the government of Kenya for execution of transmission project in Kenya at 400 kV and 220 kV level. It is almost in the final stages of commissioning, final stages of approval. So what are the growth catalysts, or what are the opportunities for PowerGrid in future? India is targeting to be $10 trillion economy, which will need industrialization, urbanization, energy transition, and e-mobility. Clean energy commitments will require more than 600 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel and 71 gigawatt of additional electricity demand on account of green hydrogen. Then energy storage, about 47 gigawatt of battery energy storage, and pump hydro about 36 gigawatt. And global energy integration, one sun, one world, one grid, which will require interconnection with other countries like UAE, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Singapore, and other countries. So this will also, PowerGrid will also have opportunity to execute these projects. We have about 1,48,000 crore projects in hand, which includes TBCB of about 99,000 crores. RTM projects, we have about 9,000 crores. New RTM, about 37,000, and others about 2,600 crores. So put together, we have projects in hand about 1,48,000 crores. Our capex plan is 28,000 crores, and which includes RTM of about 3,500 crores, TBCB about 19,000, and other projects 5,300 crores. Next year we will have about FY27 we will have capex plan of about 35,000, and in 1 year after next year, that means FY28 will be about 45,000 crores. So these are our pipelines for capex. In sustainability and CSR, if you see from here that we have published first sustainability report in 2009. We commissioned world's first 400 kV shunt reactor with natural ester oil in 2021-22. Then we adopted ESG water and waste management policies. Greenfield digital substations were commissioned at Chandigarh, and one brownfield project was commissioned, digital substation in Malerkotla in 22-23. Then first integrated report with BRSR was published in 22-23. In 23-24, we have come out with anti-bribery management system, ISO 37001 certification by BIS. Then we have focused in reduction of this greenhouse gas, that is SF6, for minimizing leakage. So leakage rate we are maintaining at very low rate, and we have target of achieving it better than the norms. Then retrofilling of bus reactor in Aizwal. Then rainwater harvesting and all women substations. 4 substations we have, all women substations, which we call pink station, at Chandigarh, at Yelenka, at Tughlakabad, and at Misa. And we also have plan to make 4 more substations as pink station or all women substation by October 2025. So we will have 8 all women substations. So we are also committed for empowering women power. In 24-25, we also have commissioned first ICT with ester oil, natural vegetable oil, and then 85 megawatt solar PV project at Nagda has been commissioned. And we were exploring alternatives of SF6 gas, and we have recently ordered 3 numbers breakers with the green gas, which will be installed at Imphal substation. We have also target of installing rooftop solar in our all power grid buildings, and our target is with the project is already taken up and which has been awarded. Our target is to complete this by December 2025. Then in 25-26 and beyond, we have a sustained efficacy in disclosures, leaping towards our ESG goals. And recently we have purchased one 400 kV, 400 kV by 220 kV natural ester oil supplied by Hitachi. It will be very soon it will be commissioned, which will be also one of the largest transformer with natural ester oil or vegetable oil, which will be commissioned in power grid network. We have already committed ourselves for 50% electricity consumption from RE. We will achieve this by 2025 December, and net water positive, zero waste to landfill, and net zero by 2047, and maintain zero fatality status. We also have strong ESG ratings by CRISIL, NSE, S&P, and S&P Global. Yeah. And we are committed for ESG requirements. In CSR, we are committed for social upliftment and our corporate social responsibility. Recently at Navi Mumbai, in Tata Memorial Center, we have installed one CT stimulator system to ACT REC. Then second digital lab for women's skill training has been set up in Bangalore, NSTI for women. Then initiatives in health and fitness support has been done. Then for boosting energy healthcare in emergency healthcare in Karnataka, an ambulance was donated to the Indian Red Cross Society in Karnataka. Recently we have got these international awards in CSR. This is International CSR Excellence Gold Award. Then GAI SA 2025 AI Excellence in Energy Sector. Then CII CWL Gender Parity Business Award we have got for purposeful intent in services sector. Gold Award at Economic Times for HR and Skill Awards for 2025 for Best Advance in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. And Green Tech 11th CSR India Award 2025 in category of Gender Equality and Empowering Women. Thank you very much for your patience hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. That really gave a very good round of overview of what's happening within Power Grid Corporation. We now open the Q&A, question and answer session. Kindly raise your hand, introduce yourself and the house, and then we can take the questions one by one.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for a very detailed and insightful presentation. So my question was around future growth levers. You had mentioned 4 on the slide. I understand TBCB is the core focus with about 100,000 crores already that you had mentioned. But amongst the various levers that you outline, such as BESS, green hydrogen, and other areas, if you could give us some more color, if you look at the next 3, 5, 10 years, which of these amongst could be major growth drivers for you, and what is the organization doing in terms of investment, both in terms of people capability as well as other technical skills to capitalize on these growth levers? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Our core area is transmission, and we are in telecom business for last many years, and now we are entering in solar. Already 85 megawatt is already commissioned at Nagda. It is a commercial project. Apart from this, we have solar panels, solar system in our stations. As regards to green hydrogen and BSS, we have already placed order for green hydrogen in our Nimrana substation, where we will generate green hydrogen by solar panel or solar plant installed in the station itself. And that green hydrogen, either it will be used in gas form for various application, or it will also have the facility to generate electricity back to the grid. So in daytime, from solar power, green hydrogen will be generated, and in night time, electricity will be generated from green hydrogen to electricity. And regarding BSS, we are trying to venture in BSS. There is a tender in Rajasthan where about 2000 megawatt project is there, 4000 megawatt hour. So we are likely to participate in that project. It depends how we perform there, but we are committed for BSS also and green hydrogen also. So in next 2-3 years, we want to develop it as a big player in these areas.
Thank you very much for your detailed thoughts, sir, and all the best to the entire team. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi. Thanks for taking my question, sir. Good to see you plan for BSS as well. My question is on capitalization. That's one area we have lagged since the last 1 year. Last earnings call, you highlighted right of way being a key factor, change in guidelines for right of way, which was impacting it. Could you elaborate on that? Is it getting better, or does right of way continue to be a big challenge in meeting our aspiration of 22,000 crore capitalization this year?
Uh, Let us agree that ROW is a very big problem in India, and making a transmission line is very, very challenging, but we are taking required actions for ensuring that ROW issues are resolved. But it is a challenge for all the transmission system developers. We have made women cell especially for resolving ROW apart from the normal men or this ROW cell consisting of men, and now we have dedicated women cell for ROW resolution only. We have also taken up with Government of India for ensuring that adequate compensation is paid to the farmers. In 2024 June, we were able to issue guideline for farmers that from 15% to 30% land compensation for ROW, and for tower base from 85% to 200% compensation is paid for the land between 4 lakhs of the tower. That was at circle rate. But now in March 2025, now Government of India has issued guideline for this that circle rate should be replaced by market rate. That because farmers are not agreeing for the circle rate, because market rate may be almost 4 times to 6 times that of the circle rate. So Government of India has now issued guideline for paying compensation as per the market rate. And how to decide market rate? That the procedure is also mentioned in the guideline, that we have to select one valuer, land valuer by power grid, and one valuer will be by the farmers or the landowners. And the 2 rates will be given by valuers. Average of these 2 rates will be paid to the farmers. So that way we are resolving the ROW issues. We are very successful in resolving issues in Maharashtra, Gujarat, and to some extent in Rajasthan. In Delhi and Haryana, we are in the process of resolving ROW issues, but still there are challenges, there are still issues unresolved, especially in Delhi and Haryana. So positive action is on the ground, and we are able to commission transmission line, but there has been some lines which are getting delayed because of ROW.
Thank you, sir. Just a follow-up. So directionally, it's getting better. Am I fair to conclude that?
If you compare last year and this year, yes, it is better. But there is a lot required to be done.
Got it, sir. Thank you. If I may have one last question. There was this GIB issue earlier in Rajasthan which was impacting transmission lines. Any change in that, or is that thing in the past no longer an issue?
It is a no longer issue now. Now a transmission system planner, they are taking care in advance that transmission line which is being planned now, that is not entering in GIB area. So whatever transmission lines are being planned and which are being won by power grid or by transmission system developer, that is outside GIB area. So whatever we are executing now or which we are going to execute in future, that will be out of GIB area.
Good. Thank you, sir.
Hi, sir. Sir, 2 questions. Firstly, on the Leh project, any update on that? Is there any discussion on sort of changing the technology over here from HVDC to HVAC? And secondly, what we see is after many quarters, there's a decline in your work in hand. So while we appreciate that it's also a sign of pickup in capex, but are we seeing a slowdown in auctioning activity? And if yes, then by when it is expected to pick up again? Because what we understand is quite a lot of that 9 lakh crore is still left to be ordered.
As you have seen that 1,48,000 crore worth projects are in hand, and about 41,000 crore projects are work in progress. So if you add these two, it will be almost 1,90,000 or in that range. So we are not seeing any decline in this area. Whereas as far as new projects, about 29,000 worth projects are approved, which are yet to be floated, bids are yet to come, and about 39,000 worth projects are already bid out, and which are due for submission of the bid or due for ERA. So put together we have about 67,000 crore worth projects which are basically for winning, or we can win maybe 50% or 60% of those. Apart from this, there are about 75,000 worth projects which have been recently approved in NCT, which will be taken up for bidding in future. So maybe put together, if we see that 1,40,000 worth projects are up for grab. Okay, as far as Leh and Ladakh project is there, that yes, there has been delay because it is a very challenging project, and only one party is now interested to execute this project, which is also having some apprehension because it is a very challenging project working at height of 4,500 meters to 5,000 meters. So whether any HVDC technology is going to work there or not, so that apprehension is there. But nevertheless, they have already submitted their bid, which is under evaluation. They have mentioned number of queries which are being addressed, and queries are likely to be resolved in maybe another 2 months. After that, we are considering to award the project to that particular HVDC OEM. Parallelly, we are also considering, suppose we are not able to achieve this HVDC, so parallelly we are also exploring possibility whether AC transmission network is feasible or not. Yes,
So-
we are trying.
So by when will we sort of make that decision, or on what does it depend whether to move this from HVDC to AC?
Yeah, it will depend, like if it is HVDC is most suitable technology for evacuating power from Leh to Kaithal, because there is no generation, there is no grid connectivity, transmission network is very, very weak, power system is very, very weak. In that condition, HVDC, VSC based HVDC is the best solution. But suppose we are not able to mature that technology, or we are not able to finalize the VSC based HVDC system, then AC network will require number of dynamic compensation, synchronous condenser, STATCOMs. So number of STATCOMs and condensers will be required, which will add to the cost. So so far in India we have not used synchronous condenser, so that is also going to be a challenge. So these are the differences between these two technologies.
Next, please.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, sir. Sir, yeah. So, can you please mention the capitalization figure for Q1, sir? What you mentioned here was till July.
Yeah, we have mentioned commissioning of about 2,800 crores. So our capitalization is about 1,800 crores.
This was Q1.
For Q1, and because there are some projects they get capitalized when all the elements of that particular project are commissioned. Like for example, KPS3, Khavda 3, which is a project substation is there, 765 kV by 400 kV substation, where 3 transformers are there. Reactor is there, 400 kV reactor is there, then there is a transmission line between Khavda 2 to Khavda 3, and there are 2 circuits in that. So all elements are commissioned except one circuit of Khavda 2 to Khavda 3 elements, which is likely to be commissioned very shortly. So once this element is also commissioned, then we will capitalize that. Similarly at Khavda 2 also, there are 4 transformers, 765 kV substation, GIS, 400 kV, then transformers and reactors. So 2 transformers are already commissioned. Power flow is there through that. Evacuation from 400 kV generation to 765 kV Lacardia is already happening. But since we have not commissioned two numbers of transformers, we are not able to capitalize that. So like that, there are some elements which are commissioned and they are serving the grid, but we are not able to capitalize because project consists of number of elements.
Thank you, sir. And the capitalization target which you gave for 22,000, this for FY26, can you same provide for 27, 28?
Because now any project takes about 2 to 3 years for commissioning. So now if we are saying, say out of 38,000 crores work in progress, so 22,000 worth projects are going to be commissioned this year. And moreover, we will have capex of about 28,000, out of which almost 6,700 crores are already, the capex is already done. So about maybe 21,000 crore capex will be added in that. So again, there will be a 20 to 25,000 worth capitalization in next financial year also, maybe to about 25,000.
Okay. And so what we have been seeing in your transmission revenue, if I compare it with last 4 quarters, it has more or less been stagnant in spite of adding almost 9,000 crores on a capitalization plus. Any reason for that stagnancy?
If you see that Power Grid business model in RTM, because our almost so far our RTM projects are dominant, and most of the revenue, maybe almost 90% of revenue comes from RTM projects. In RTM projects, the business model or revenue model is as per CRC that initial 12 years the depreciation will be 5.28%, and after say 12 years the depreciation is going to be say 1.8% or so. So every year some elements or some projects are completing 12 years, so our depreciation is reducing. Okay, so that is part of the tariff. If depreciation is reducing, our revenue is reducing. So this is one reason. Second reason is our loan also, period could be 10 years, period could be 12 years. So after 12 years, the loan part is almost over. So interest on loan and that component also reduces. The interest on loan is passed through and we get in terms of revenue. So that part is also reduced. So like that we every year our revenue from RTM is getting reduced, which is getting compensated by revenue from the TBCB projects. If we commission more and more projects, then only our revenue will become more and more. Otherwise, if we are not able to commission more than 20,000 crore projects in TBCB, our revenue model, it will almost constant or sometimes it may reduce also.
Fair enough, sir. Thank you for this.
Yes, please.
So Sumit Kishore from Axis Capital. My first question is, why has consolidated profit for Power Grid declined by about 2% year on year? Is there any one-off or any other item that you would like to call here? That's my first question.
Okay. As far as profit on standalone basis, it has increased by about 4%.
7%.
7%. And as regards on console basis, it has come down. And main reason for this is our expenditure in CSR is about 70 crore more as compared to last year in Q1. Second element is our loss from ESL or our joint venture company is more, and that has led to depreciation or dent in profit. So these are major two factors.
How much was lost from ESL?
70 crores.
Okay. And there were some prior period items also which were higher last year as compared to this year.
Yeah. Actually, that's a one-time orders will be there. But main reason is like if you say only in console if you compare, because this CSR is in standalone also. Standalone to console, and mainly the reason is the 70 crores of the JV's contribution to the loss.
Okay. So you mentioned about 670 billion rupees of projects which could get bid out. is that the target for the remaining financial year? You think these could get bid out, or?
Yeah. 39,000 crores are already up for grab, and we have already participated like in HVDC from Khavda 3 to South Olpad, which is having NCT cost of about 12,000 crores, and whereas actual project cost may be around 18 to 20,000 crores. So that is already there in market. There are some major projects in UP like Robertsganj, Vindhyachal, and the Prayagraj. Like that, the number of projects are there, and more projects are likely to be all 67,000 crore project. I think it will be finalized within this financial year.
So this South Olpad will be a VSC HVDC project.
Yeah, VSC based.
And sir, could you outline what is the pipeline of HVDC projects, both for LCC and VSC separately, which could get awarded in the next 3 years and could commence construction on ground?
Yeah, there are like Khavda KPS 3 to South Olpad. It is already bid is already submitted, and it will be any time ERA will be done. Then we have already approved Barmer to South Kalam, which is LCC based conventional HVDC, and it is already approved in NCT, and maybe another 2-3 months it will come for bidding. Then there is a HVDC from Bikaner 5 to Begunia. Again, it is 6,000 megawatt project, and it is expected commissioning is about 29-30. Apart from there will be India-Sri Lanka HVDC project, and Paradeep to Andaman also it is in pipeline. Then there is an Imphal to Myanmar, back-to-back HVDC project is there. So as of now, these are visible. Whereas there are number of more projects, but visibility is for these projects.
For the next 2-3 years. Yeah. And the inter-country HVDC projects would be VSC or LCC?
It will be VSC based only. Because if it is a very long distance, when we are talking about Saudi Arabia or Oman or UAE, so it is going to be VSC only.
This final thing, what would be the rough project cost you think that could be there for the South Kalam project?
South Kalam to Barmer, maybe somewhere about 30,000 crores. Although they have mentioned 24,000 NCT cost, but actual project execution cost will be around 28 to 30,000 crores.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sumit, to be precise to your question, like we have a standalone profit of 3653 and we have a profit of 364 crores in subsidiaries. But again, in Q1 we took a dividend of 342 crores to Pargate, so that gets eliminated. So actually we are left with only some 20 crores growth in the consolidated, but because of the JV loss, it is coming down.
Got it. Thank you.
Sir, Girish from Morgan Stanley. Sir, the numbers that you disclose on work in hand, just a clarification, that is NCT cost or is it your project cost?
Mostly it is NCT cost, except this our Khavda Nagpur, because NCT cost was only 24,000 crores, whereas the project cost is about almost 35,000 crores.
And if you can give a guesstimate, because things are evolving on the cost side, on the TBCB work in hand, what could be the completed project cost for the portfolio that you are sitting on right now?
Can you repeat?
The TBCB work in hand.
Work in hand we have say 99,000 almost.
Yeah. So on that, what could be your expected project cost that you would actually incur?
No, we will target only that only, about 99,000, unless until there is some force majeure or change in law. Like suppose there is a government order for compensation of land, more compensation is to be paid to the farmers, which has come after we won the project. So that will be covered under change of law. If such force majeure or change in law is there, that is going to be additional.
And on capital good equipment suppliers, are you seeing more inflation right now versus what you have bid the projects in the last, let's say, 12 months? And if you could quantify what could be the inflation here?
Actually, the supply, if you see any project these days, TBCB or RTM project, about 50% cost is supply cost. About 35%, 30 to 35% is civil and erection cost. About 15 to 20% is about ROW cost. The supply cost is increasing now because demand is more. If you consider transformer, if you consider GIS, if you consider breaker, if you consider maybe insulator or even tower parts also. So the normal inflation, which could be 5% to 6%, maybe 7-8%. So every year we are seeing increase in transformer cost, maybe 15%, sometimes 10%. So it is varying from 10 to 20%. So transformer cost in last 7 years has gone more than 2 times. With the cost which was about 14 crores, it is almost now 30 crores. And it is a case for almost all element. If you talk of breaker, you talk of GIS. So where GIS bay, suppose which was about 6 crore per bay, now cost is about 14 to 15 crore per bay.
So last two questions. How much have you already ordered out and how much is pending to be ordered from your works in hand?
That figure I am not having ready that value, but almost whatever we win the project within 3 months we award all the project.
Okay.
So that is our standard condition, that at the time of ERA all costs are in our hand and within 1 month or 2 months we award all the packages.
Okay. And last question on commissioning, when you are referring to 22,000 and 25,000, if you can help us with a split between RTM and TBCB, what could be the numbers there?
We don't have many RTM projects, so maybe I can say in percentage only, maybe about 85% TBCB and 15% of RTM. Maybe in 25-26 we have a major project of this Navsari, Fadge and Kurnool, Maheshwaram. That is under RTM. Otherwise next year it will be almost 90% TBCB and maybe 10% RTM only.
Last couple of questions.
Yeah, hi.
Later on you can meet one on
Chirag here from Neo Asset Management. So in terms of, if you look at the project size, you have 148,000 crores of opportunities. So are you seeing any significant bottlenecks in terms of the value chain for, let's say, transformers or the transformer components over next 3 to 5 years?
Yes, it is a very big challenge. Like whenever we are coming out with any bid, we are hardly getting two manufacturers or 2 suppliers for each tender. And because everybody's hands are full, and whatever cost they are asking, we have to give that cost. So it is a very big challenge, and it is going to be a very big risk for every one of us. But what we are doing, we are procuring transformers and major components well in advance. When a project is also not in our hand, we are procuring the critical equipments well in advance. Like we are procuring 30 transformers in one package, and maybe one project may be having, say, 6 transformers or 9 transformers. So once we have 30 transformer in hand, so it will be sufficient for 2-3 projects. So we are taking care by advanced procurement action for meeting this challenge.
And if you look at the EPC players, there are quite a few number of EPC players in transmission projects. So do you find any companies better than others, or any execution challenges on that part, and what criteria you follow?
Like challenges are almost same. Being government company, we have more regulations, we have more audits, we have more this thing. So and whereas at the same time we also have a better financial cost is better. So we have plus minus both ways. So we
But do you
cannot
find
say,
any particular companies better than others?
can you repeat?
And if you find any particular companies better than others when you're dealing with them?
I cannot comment on that.
Yeah. Yeah, sir, this is Atul here from JP
Such a
Morgan.
polite way to ask you about your competition, sir.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. Yeah, sir, I have a question on the future market opportunity. Yes, sir, this is Atul here from JP Morgan. Sir, beyond this 1.5 lakh crore rupees that you are in the fray for, 75,000 crore rupees approved by NCT and the other part, how much more could be awarded over next 3 to 4 years as per the plan?
If you have seen this NEP plan 2032, which says about 9 lakh worth transmission system by 2032. So that means all are to be should be awarded by 2030. And out of 9 lakh crore, about 3 lakh crore only have been now awarded. So almost 5.5 to 6 lakh crore projects are yet to be awarded in next 5 years. So you can say that maybe 1 lakh crore per year should be the target, at least.
And sir, it does not include the
intrastate also.
That includes intrastate, yes.
And are we seeing some kind of traction on intrastate right now, or it is?
Yeah, intrastate, many states have come out with the TBCB transmission line, especially MP, Maharashtra. Now Karnataka is also showing interest. They have fixed the some threshold level, maybe 100 crores to like Karnataka has threshold level of 250 crores. Then Maharashtra is having 500 crores, MP is having 250 crores. So that means about this threshold level, all the projects will be under TBCB. So we will have opportunity there in these states also.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thanks. Sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for all the detailed answers. I have just two final small questions. One is on your financing strategy. You talked about the annual capex of about 30,000 crores, but if you look at over the next 3 years, it is about 1,05,000 crores, of which maybe about 55,000 crores may be debt. But if you could also talk us on the two InvITs and equity raising plans, etc., to finance the 1,05,000 crore capex over the next 3 years. Thank you.
Yeah, there is no challenge in raising finance. Like we normally for TBCB project, we have a requirement of about 20%. We normally invest 20% as equity. So 20% equity means if we divide it by 3 years, so every year we will have say 7,000 to 8,000 crore equity. So our profit will be about 16,000 crores. So we can very well manage from our resources, internal resources. And from market, our balance sheet is very strong. So we are able to take one of the best solution, or we can have best loan from the market.
Sure.
At 6.9% or 6.95%.
Sure, thank you. And my final very bookkeeping question is to Ravi Shankar sir. While we are happy to look at on an annual basis, but if you look at this latest quarter, your operating expenses on a consolidated basis moved from 1,462 crores to 1,873 crores, about 28% growth. If you could give us some more color on that. 28.
No, actually, that includes the SCA accounting on account of the smart metering, like a smart metering business which we are doing in Gujarat. So there the model is like, even though it's on a consultancy, but we will have to account as a income as well as the expenditure. Around 135 crores of an expenditure has been included in the other expenditure. And in addition to that, like 79 crores of an extra CSR compared to the Q1. And other R&M expenditures. That's why it is, plus the FERV always will be there, which is again coming as a net movement. So that is the reason.
Got it. Thank you for all the detailed answers and all the best to the entire team.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to, call this as a day for the Q&A. Of course, the management is available for you. I now invite Shri L.K. Khaj Kumar ji, he's the Executive Director, Corporate Planning, to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Bakal. Good afternoon, everyone. As we conclude today's investors meet, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you for joining us. At the outset, I would like to thank our investors and analysts. Your interest, questions, and the trust in PowerGrid means a lot for us. Your feedback helps us to improve and stay focused on creating long-term value. A big thanks to the senior leadership for presenting our performance and future outlook. It's always inspiring to hear how we are driving progress in a rapidly evolving energy landscape. Our special thanks to the Western Region 1 team. Your dedication and flawless on-ground coordination made today's event possible. We truly appreciate the efforts of WR1 team. We also thank to Messrs. Ad Factors, Mrs. Antiq Limited and their professional support. Big thanks to the team of ITC Maratha for the warm hospitality. As we move ahead, we remain committed to our goals and core values of transparency, reliability, and sustainable growth. We look forward to have more such interactions that help us to learn, improve, and strengthen our bond with our stakeholders. So thank you once again and wishing you a good day ahead. Thank you very much.
If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe for latest upcoming videos.